Warning, what happens at the very end of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is a very sad and hopeless one. And so I'm warning all of you that are sensitive to such dark themes to avoid this episode. It's a very sad decision. However, if you choose to proceed, I will ask you please to proceed with caution, for they did deal with this issue quite lightly. They didn't do it as heavily as I feared. They did it in a very light manner. Not saying this was a light manner, just saying that, well, you will see. But then again, if you choose to proceed, please proceed with caution. Hello, Dragonlets on the internet, Dragon21 here, and today I am alone. There are no characters left. Well, technically there are, but not in my stack. I thought since for this last episode, I hope it's the last episode of the series, that, and after this, I will explore the, I'll explore the little sub-cases that I missed out on, and hopefully that will be a blast. But as for now, let's hopefully we will get to the very end of Jekyll's mystery now. 1, 2, 3, Utterson's mansion on the top. Now, by the window, that's actually in the book, is very important. So I'm going to start that case first, before acknowledging Mr. Poole here. Because this is a very important moment. Very important. And not trying to be a weird flexer, but look at how much money I have. Purchase. Mr. Utterson, how was your week? Oh, it was good. Let's go for a walk. By the way, I will do all voices except for Utterson's. That will make it more fun. Well, it's been a while since we came here. At least it's over. Mr. Hyde won't dare show his face around here again, will he? I hope not. I met him once. Did I tell you that I was left with the same exact feeling you described? I'll be startled if you didn't feel that way. And you must have thought that I was an idiot. Well, you might not have known. I didn't know this was an entrance to Dr. Jekyll's mansion. When I found out, you were very hard on me. Now you know. That's good. We might be able to see Dr. Jekyll. Let's go check his window. He might feel better if he can see a friendly face. Where's the window, Jekyll? Oh, Jekyll, are you feeling any better? Okay, let me try to do Jekyll's voice. I'm not good at this, and it's very bad. But this won't last too long. You've been shut up indoors for too long. Come out and get some fresh air. Oh, this is my cousin, Mr. Enfield. This is Dr. Jekyll. Hello, Doctor. Come, let's go for a walk together. You are a really good friend. I would love to. No, I can't. I'd better not. Huh? But Utterson, it's really good to see you. I'm so glad. I would ask you, Mr. Enfield, to come in, but I can't right now. I don't mind standing here talking to you like this. I was about to ask you to do that. And he shut his window. Well, that's not a creepy sound at all. My gosh. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Now, this is the thing. Dr. Jekyll says he feels sick. It looks like he's hiding something. Dr. Jekyll seems to be in a bad way. Dr. Jekyll doesn't want to let anyone inside his house. We got it. Yay! Now I have $105 too. Okay. Whew. Why is Mr. Poole here? I could tell that something tragic had happened even if he denied it. Case started. Let's go. Utterson, Mr. Utterson. Oh, Poole, what happened? What brought you here? What's going on? Did something happen to Dr. Jekyll? Mr. Utterson, I need your help. Here, have some wine. Maybe it'll relax you. calm down first and tell me what happened. Thank you. You know the master's locked himself up in his chambers. Yes, it's been almost 2 months. Well, yes, recently he remains in his lab from morning till night. I have a bad feeling. I'm very worried. I'm terrified. Please help Mr. Utterson. You are the only one who has a chance of drawing him from his isolation. Calm down and tell me more. What exactly has you so shaken? I think a crime has been committed. A crime? Do you believe Dr. Jekyll is the victim? Don't talk such nonsense. Dr. Jekyll has not left his chambers. You probably can't believe it. Come with me and see for yourself. Alright, let's go away. Okay, data file. First clue. It seems like something terrible has happened to Dr. Jekyll. He has locked himself in his studies. Okay, Poole. I'm ready. Oh, I have to go to Dr. Jekyll's and Mr. Bolton at the Bolton Square. Here we go. Oh no, this is the last night. This is very bad. Okay. I pray nothing has happened to him while I'm out. Amen. I hope your prayers are heard, Poole. It's me. Please open the door. Let's go in. Has anything changed? It was all neat and arranged before. Let's see. Wait. Why is the Phantom's mask on the floor? Hey, I can't interact with it? Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. I can't interact with it at all. Perhaps I can afterwards. Okay, Poole, what's up? Oh no, look at all this. Why is everyone gathered up there? They're near the stairs, by the way. They're like at the very foot of the stairs. I don't know. Your master wouldn't like it. We're all scared. Stop sniffling. Be quiet. I'll call the master then. Alright. Jekyll, come on. Master, Mr. Utterson would like to see you. Tell him that I can't see anyone right now. Understood, Master. Mr. Utterson, do you believe that voice is our master's? The voice is too rough to be your master's, but who else could it be? It could be in there but Dr. Jekyll. Mr. Utterson, may I speak to you frankly? I think something terrible happened to the master about a week ago. I heard that terrified voice call out for God, full of misery. But you didn't see what happened to him with your own eyes. Anybody could have a strange voice sometimes. Think about when you catch a cold. Mr. Utterson, the person who answered me may not be the master. Okay, let's say it's not your master. Then why would you want to stay in that room? The man in there is Dr. Jekyll. Why would you go in? I should be wary of saying that the man inside is the master. There is something more I must tell you. Please come this way. Can I interact with the mask now? Data file. Mr. Utterson and Poole have known Dr. Jekyll for a long time. The voice they heard was definitely not Jekyll's voice. Right. Poole. There is something you must know, Mr. Utterson. This whole week, whoever is in the lab. Anyway, they have screamed and cursed all day and night. Do you remember what they were shouting about? He seemed to be talking about medicines and salt. I saw that in a note as well. A note? That's how the master gives us orders about leaving the room. He writes down what he needs and throws the note out of the door. And we get the note. Where's the note? But can't have said everything through writing. And did you get many notes? Sometimes he left a note in front of the door, as many as 2 or 3 times a day. Lately, most of the notes were to go to the apothecary and buy salt. Why does he need so much salt? At first, I could get enough by visiting just one shop. But for the last few days, I've had to visit all the apothecaries in London. If you've got the salts, as Dr. Jekyll asked, there should be no reason to get more medicine. I got the salts, but every time I brought some, he asked me to return or exchange it. I left another note asking for more salts within a few hours of my returning from buying it. Did you keep those notes? I'll take a look at them. I believe I still have some. Where's the notes? Where is it? Oh, over there. Over there. Ha! Yes. Yes, we get to see it. Issue. Salt. Please. Oh, you know it's bad when there's a please. This is the complaint of Dr. Jekyll to MazM Apothecary. It seems there's an issue with the salt I purchased from your shop recently. Over the course of 18xx, I purchased a large quantity of this salt. Please check your stock to see if you have any remaining salt of the same quality. I would be interested in purchasing any such supplies. I shall pay for all costs. Please find the salt I purchased before. I cannot stress its importance to my work enough. This is a matter of life and death. I don't know about that, but that sounds pretty serious. This is a very strange note, especially the last part. The handwriting is definitely your master's. But the handwriting means nothing. I saw someone else going into the lab. You saw someone else? Why didn't you mention this before? I mean, that seems kind of important. What happened? Did you see who it was? Please calm down. I was afraid you would be shocked, Mr. Utterson. Could you take a look at this? Now we can check out the mask. Is that a mask on the floor? He dropped it when he emerged from the room. He was searching through the cabinet when I happened upon him. He then screamed, ran to the room, and locked the door. Isn't it possible that Dr. Jekyll came out to get some medicine or salts? I don't know. If it was the master, I would have asked him why he was there. But there's no reason he would have run away from me. It's proof that someone else is in that room. I can't open that door, but I'm certain that something terrible has happened. I agree with Poole. I don't care about going by the book for this minute. I know something's wrong. So the man you saw is not your master. Mr. Utterson, that man cannot be my master. How could I fail to recognize my master? I've been serving him for over 20 years. You just don't want to face that the master might be beyond our help. I won't deny it. He must have passed away in there. If that man is the master, why would he have worn that mask? If that man is him, why would he have screamed and run away when he saw me? If you say so. Let's break down the door. The master will understand it if it's you, Mr. Utterson. Let's break down the door. We don't know what he might do, so please grab the poker from the fireplace. Nice and hard, baby. I'll fetch an axe. Wonderful. Dr. Jekyll wanted to buy the same type of salt as last time, but didn't seem to be able to find it. The notes asked for a certain type of salt, just with different shop names. The last part of the note had an ink splatter. The writer must have gotten emotional. Does the mask the man, or to hide his face when leaving the room? If that man was Dr. Jekyll, Poole said there was no reason for him to cover his face. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Right. Poker of the fire. Ha! Wonderful. Wow, you got that axe fast. Okay. Time to break down the door. The man you saw, the man with the mask. Do you remember his face? It was so sudden that I don't remember well. Wait. Do you think it could be Mr. Hyde? I ask him why he thinks that. Mr. Hyde? Mr. Hyde has been seen since the murder. That's right, but think about it. He had a similar stature to Mr. Hyde. And who else would enter my master's lab besides Mr. Hyde? He's got a good point. Mr. Hyde, that man had a key to the back door when the murder occurred. Tell him about your experience. Right, Mr. Hyde had plenty of opportunity to do such a thing. He could have returned and locked Dr. Jekyll inside his room. I agree, Mr. Utterson. Have you ever met him, Mr. Utterson? Yes, I spoke to him once. When you met Mr. Hyde, how did he make you feel? Are you talking about the unpleasant, cold aura he exudes? I am certain now. I can swear with my hand on the Bible. It must be Mr. Hyde. Let's hurry. Poor Jekyll. Now it's time for revenge. By the way, I do know what happens. I'm just making it more dramatic. Mr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde's the only person besides Dr. Jekyll who can go in and out of Dr. Jekyll's lab freely. Let's break down the door. The study was lit by the lamplight. Oh no. By the way, slight warning. What happens to Dr. Jekyll is not a pleasant thing. So, viewer discretion is advised. I hope they do this very simply. Listen to that squeaking sound, Mr. Utterson. You don't know what that man is doing in there. You did say that, but you're nervous too. Don't be swayed. Mr. Hyde is a murderer. I have heard him weeping. He wept? He cried like a lost soul. He sounded so sad that I almost cried as well. Oh, what's the use of saying that now? Anyway, I'll call your master one last time. Jekyll, we're gonna break down the door! So you better be ready. Get away from the door. Jekyll? Can you hear me? I need to see you right now. Why won't you answer me? If you refuse to see me, I'll be forced to take action. I'll break down this door. Utterson, please don't. Oh, that isn't Jekyll's voice. Mr. Hyde, break down the door, Pool. No, please don't. Utterson. Wait, Utterson. I'll do it right away. The lock is too strong. Move. I'll do it. The door is broken. The lock is broken. Let's go in. By the way, quick note. What happens to Dr. Jekyll is a very, very sad thing. So viewer discretion is advised. Proceed with caution. Let's go in. This is why I made a separate series about this. Is the exact reason why what you're about to see. Anything else I can click on besides him? As expected of Mr. Hyde. Oh my. Oh. Look at his lips. They're gray. They're not pink anymore. Oh my gosh. It's kind of subtle. Nice job. It smells like almonds. He took poison. It's too late to save him or punish him. Never mind about Mr. Hyde. Where is your master gone? What on earth has happened here? Mr. Hyde was dead inside a room. It seems that he died recently. Mr. Hyde committed not living. Oh, Pool, what's this key? It doesn't look like it's been used. A key? Mr. Utterson, can't you see that it is broken? It looks like someone broke it by standing on it. Do you recognize this key? It's the key to the back wing that leads to the master's lab. Then this must be Mr. Hyde's key. Why do you think he broke the key? That's what I thought. Because you won't ever need it again? The rusty broken key seems to have been broken by someone stepping on it. This is the key to the back door of Dr. Jekyll's mansion where his lab is. No, not the last letter yet. No, it's too sad. Oh, gosh. This is the Lungy book. Jekyll used to enjoy reading this. Oh my, what? He has written is blasphemy. And it's Jekyll's handwriting. Was it Mr. Hyde? I'm sure it wasn't Mr. Hyde. My master was too devout a man to write such things. Dr. Jekyll is a devout Christian. Even if it is Jekyll's handwriting, there's no way he would write such a blasphemy on a religious text. A text. This is my... Oh, a mirror. We finally can click at the mirror. How unsettling. This mirror must have reflected everything happened. I don't understand why there's a full-length mirror in the lab. Why would Jekyll... What use do you think your master had for this mirror? I wondered the same thing. I don't think Mr. Hyde would have needed this mirror. He hasn't shattered it to use the shards as weapons. There's a full-length mirror in their lab that seems out of place. Why did he need it? The last letters last. This envelope has my name on it. It contains a few envelopes and notes. Let's open one of the envelopes. Yes, I say envelopes and envelopes. Is this Jekyll's will? The master's will? This is definitely his signature. Let's see. If Henry Jekyll dies, all his possessions will be transferred to Gabriel John Utterson. Well, that's me. Wait, that's my name instead of Mr. Hyde's. Mr. Hyde could not have written this. He was willing to threaten Dr. Jekyll to get his fortune. I think this new will must have enraged him, and fueled by anger he killed Dr. Jekyll. But why would he not destroy the will as well? It is very strange. Oh, it is very strange. What's the little note next to it? Look, Paul, this date. The date on the top of the note. Isn't it today? There's a chance that the master was alive this morning. Right, there's no way anyone could have killed someone in such a short time and cleaned up the mess. I'm sure Dr. Jekyll's alive. He must have run away. But there's no reason for the master to run away. And how could he have run away without being caught by Mr. Hyde? I don't know if we can simply say this man committed suicide. We should be more careful. If not, we're going to involve your master in a terrifying accident. Why don't you read the note, Mr. Utterson? All right. Where's Dr. Jekyll's letter? I'll get it for you. 4th March, dear Utterson, by the time you read this letter, I will have departed this world. It would be better for you to read the letter from Lanyon first. If you still want to know the truth, even after that, then read the letter I left for you. Your foolish, unfortunate friend, Henry Jekyll. This is getting sadder by the moment. Here, Miss Utterson. Thank you. I won't say anything until I've read everything. If your master is found in any way, we must protect his honor. It's already 10 in the evening. I will take this home to read and come back before midnight. Then we'll call the police. Understood. Wait, this again? But he's... how... what else could we need to know? Dr. Jekyll, did you bring the items I ordered? That makes it even more sad. I ordered one type of salt a lot this time. I thought it would be good to get enough. It must be hard for you, but please understand. Oh, it's all right, Doctor, don't worry. Do you remember? I wanted to divide the two egos of man. Yes, that was the goal. Do you remember I was looking for a way? I remember what you told me before. Medicine was the answer I found. I have not yet stabilized the recipe, but I shall be able to complete it if I continue my experiment with the ingredients you brought it for me. I become a totally different man through medicine. Stop it. When I first started my experiment, the results were discouraging, but I know I'll have a breakthrough soon. Why do you think I started this experiment? To defy good and evil? Aren't you simplifying things too much? My question is more about the intrinsic reason. It was rather the opposite. By evil ego, I don't refer to evil itself, but also the urge to do evil things. I'm talking about the things that men suppress with laws and morals. The reason why I started this experiment is because I was too strict on myself. In other words, it's because I was too moral. That's why I decided to divide the good and evil within myself. Do you think I'm a hypocrite? No, sir. Yeah, you may think so. But both of them are my true selves, so I can't help it. Next time you come by, you'll see far more progress. Look forward to it. Men shall be free. What he did was trying to set up a utopian society. Chapter 5, not a word was uttered. The sad part about it is that he was trying to build a utopian society that can never happen. That's the saddest part about this whole thing. He found a compound that would define men's good and evil egos. Alright, am I ready to do this, or... Oh no, there are a lot of things. Okay. Ha. Ha. It'd be better to read the letter from Lanyon first. Does it show a whole, back scene or everything? That would be so cool. Jekyll. Where have you gone? What happened to you and Mr. Hyde? Right, let's get to Lanyon's letter. Dr. Jekyll's disappearance. Finally, the time has come. Jekyll asked me to read Lanyon's letter first, right? Last January, 4 days ago, I received a registered letter. Chaos. Terror. Confessed. Jekyll. Mr. Hyde. This is giving me the feels, man. It looks like my life will be full of chaos until the very end. Terror engulfs me day and night, and I know my final hours are upon me. The evils that Dr. Jekyll confessed to me have shaken me to my core. I cannot bear the knowledge of them. The messenger that Jekyll spoke about was Mr. Hyde, and Mr. Hyde's is Jekyll, the same Jekyll we know from hasty Lanyon. Okay, never mind when reading Jekyll's letter. It contained a whole bunch of spoilers. So, the next episode, I'm going to go back, and I am going to outright do it. Now, we will find out what happened to the infamous Mr. Hyde and Dr. Jekyll. And hopefully, we will see what happened with Dr. Lanyon right here, and what Mr. Hyde did to Sir Danvers Carew. And most of all, we'll see what happened to Dr. Jekyll, and what happened to Mr. Hyde, what happened to Dr. Lanyon. Why did he all of a sudden have a shock? Why? And that is all I have to say right now. That is literally all. Alright, Jekyll lads on the internet. I hope you have a wonderful evening, or morning, whichever you're watching this, or afternoon even, whichever time of the day you're watching this. I hope you have a lovely evening despite what has happened in the story. And by the way, this is the exact reason why I made a separate series about him, a little headcanon of mine. This is the exact reason. And now you see why. I hope you have a lovely whatever time of the day it is. Let's on there. Bye, and I hope we solve this mystery one letter at a time, and then later we'll see about all the other things that we missed out on in the earlier chapters. Okay, capiche? And bye.